What's up, y'all? It's Lawrence from Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. In today I have a double unboxing. We're taking it back. The first appearances of Superman, the greatest superhero of all time. Fight me. Let's go. Boom. Here we go. We have the first appearance Superman action figures. This one, Action Comics 1. This one, the Platinum Chase. You can see that right there. Platinum Chase from Superman 1, the comic. Now, it would have been great if they gave us a different card, because technically this is a different appearance, but it's in the same exact box, with the exception of this sticker right here. But let's take a look at the box. We only need one of them. This is part of the Mcfarlane collector's edition, so it's more expensive. It's like $10 more, and you get, we'll go into the box. We'll see if it's actually worth it. I don't know, but cool box, chromed out here. Not too different than what we usually get, but one. I guess it's the first. Yeah, I guess this was the first collector's edition. And then the back right here, which is pretty cool. That iconic comic, and only red boots on the cover of this comic. Inside, his boots are blue. So, as you can see right here, let's get these bad boys open. Now, real talk, I was not excited about this at all. I wasn't gonna get it. My boy Rich showed me a picture of this. He's part of Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk, and I was like, pass. To be quite honest with you, if you're a Mcfarlane collector, you know this. I am so tired of this infected Superman body book used over and over again. And I hate when they do this. When they paint over the boots as if it's not there. They do it all the time with Superman, instead of just sculpting new boots. And I get it costs more money, but this isn't so bad, but it's ridiculous. Mostly, like, I'll show you this one right here. This one really upset me. The Rebirth, where they just kind of painted this lineup over his boots. When I saw that on this figure, or a version of that, I was like, I'm done. No way. And if you see it on the Superman Justice Lord figure coming out with the Batman Beyond, they do the same exact thing. Here's a picture right here. You see that? So, like, I was like, I'm done. I'm over it. Although I like the color, I like the idea. The head sculpt grew on me, especially when I think of the comics. At first, I was like, why does he look like that? So I was not interested in getting him. Wasn't really looking for him. And then, get this up there. And then I saw the Chase sitting in my local Target, just chilling. Now, when I saw images of that one, I was like, okay, that's dope. I wouldn't mind having that one. You know, outside of the belt loops not being painted, but to be honest, I don't think the belt loops are painted on the cover of Superman 1. So that's actually pretty accurate. Here, not so much. Anyways, so when I saw him in my Target, I was like, I think I gotta get him. He was also there too. It was only they were the only ones there. And I was like, I gotta get him. And I got him, and I was like, I think I might need him too. Now this toy tuber, Ahsoka the Geek, was saying how he wants to do a display of Superman and like all the suits he's worn over the years. And I was like, that's an amazing idea. That's an amazing freaking idea. So I went back to Target, got this one, and yeah, I wasn't gonna be spending above price or anything that would require shipping for these. They weren't that deep, and honestly, this one online is going for way more from resellers, so I wasn't about to do that. But when I saw them sitting there, I kind of just had to. All right, now let's take a look at what we get here. Okay, we get this card. We get this card, which is different. It's okay. In the back, you can pause that if you want to read it. I'm curious how different it is. Wow, Kal-El is spelled different. That's like that pre-crisis Kal-El. I guess technically this is pre-crisis Superman. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I want to find my Superman 1000 card and compare them. But let's see what we get. So we also get this card stand, which is completely unnecessary. Because who's showcasing the cards like that? I'll also show you guys I'll give you a small glimpse at my Superman collection that I have in my office and show you where I'm going to display the kind of Superman and all his suits through the years. Okay. Let me angle you just a little bit so you can... There we go. Wow. Okay. Ugh. Much better, right? I think so. Okay. So there's the stand. Card. I guess, you know, it's not bad if you had him kind of standing beside it. But that's not how I'm going to use it, but that's pretty good. We also get, it should come with every Superman figure, every flying figure, a flight stand. If I can get this open. And usually I wouldn't be taking all this out because by this point you know what a flight stand looks like, but it is a little different. It's a little different. So right here, as you can see, it has that DC logo, which is very different than that bad boy. A little scratched up. Got a million of these things. You know? Does this look more high-end than this? And then on the flight stand, you get this DC logo right here. So for $10 more, you get packaging that's not that different. In a card stand you didn't ask for, a card that's not that different. And you also get you get stands that have DC logos on them painted. So would I say this is worth the $10 extra? No, these are pretty typical Mcfarlane figures. I mean, even Page Punchers gives you a comic book for crying out loud, right? Anyways, let's get this back up here. So I wouldn't say they're worth the price point, to be honest with you. I think this is probably Mcfarlane testing if people would buy $30 figures, as he's probably going to start increasing his price points. Anyway, let's get to the reason why we're here. Let's look at this Superman Action Comics #1 figure. Now this blue is so freaking vibrant. I love this. If you've had any kind of Superman outside of like Superman 1000 and Page Punchers, I mean, you pretty much know how this body moves. It's the infected body. It's the rebirth. It's the Hush Superman, the Doomsday Pack Superman, the Bizarro body. It's all the same. It's interesting they should have gave us a flying hand, you know, one of those flying hands, but okay. Ooh, this guy's pretty stiff, which I'm not mad, rather more stiff than loose. You know, ab crunch and pretty much all the articulation you would have in your other figures. But I mean, that S is amazing. It's painted on. So I guess this would be new because all the other Superman figures had the S molded on. I really love this blue. But here's the issue. See these lines here? That's from like Rebirth, you know? So his suit shouldn't be like that. Now, I'm not a stickler for that, but it's one of those things where if you're going to be spending more money, then why not it be more accurate? I do like this cape. Wasn't sure if I was going to like it. Sometimes the windblown capes that are kind of just stuck in one direction are great dramatically, but it kind of leaves you just with one pose, or, you know, you don't have as much versatility. But I like it. And I really dig this kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger head sculpt, because Superman did have that kind of classic look. And I mean, honestly, this is more detail than we got in the comic books at that time. But I think it's great. The shading, the skin tone, it's pretty amazing. I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot for what it is. And the idea that I had about doing the display. Now, it'd be great if the belt loops were painted red. I'm not a customizer, so I'm not doing it. And it'd be nice if this was just all like one big long john. As much as I complained about the body buck, I'm not so mad at it for these Supermen, because for them specifically, they are supposed to be more like carnival strongmen inspired types. So this works for this kind of Superman. I don't think it works for every one of them, but I think this works. And you also get these chains, you know, the iconic Superman breaking the chains type situation, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's dope. I probably would pose it this way more than the other way. It came like that because he's breaking them like it's nothing. That's a cool accessory. Nice if we got some, I'm about to say kryptonite. I don't even know if kryptonite was created when Action Comics 1 came out. So, pretty great. All right, let's get this one open. The one that kind of made me go, maybe I do need these. I'm a pretty big Superman fan. I'm gonna show you guys a glimpse of my collection, which isn't too crazy. You know, it's not, my toy collection is modest compared to some of the people doing their thing. Now, I'm not gonna take out all these accessories because you just saw them and you also just saw the box. So I'm just taking out Superman. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll show you my Superman collection briefly. Not gonna go too in depth, but I'll show you what I'm working with and show you my thoughts on this display. All Ahsoka the Geek's fault, because he said, yeah, the Superman's costumes throughout the years. And I was like, that's actually a dope idea, because his costumes over the years hasn't changed too dramatically. Now, for me, I'm specifically staying with in continuity Superman. So at one point, all these figures, including these, were the main Superman. These aren't Elseworlds. You know, these aren't what ifs if this was Marvel. All these guys at one point were the main Superman. So that's what I'm kind of going for. All right. You stand up back there. Let's get a look at this. Now, I mean, this blue is perfect. He looks just like that cover. I'm gonna show you that cover right here. Boom. Yeah. I mean, this pops, and this S, man, that old school S. Yo, we need Mcfarlane to do like a Fleischer cartoon Superman and throw it in this body buck. Just change the paint job. Use the same face. I don't care. That would be dope. This works for me, man. This works. Yeah. Same, I don't need to go over the articulation. Don't need to go over the head. I'm not seeing any QC issues on these figures at all. You know, these figures don't have any bad paint jobs, and look at that freaking S, man. Just, this is cool. This is cool. This is great. I like them a lot. Now these Supermen were beating the crap out of like freaking mobsters, man. He wasn't all like he wasn't saving cats out of trees like that. He was beating the crap out of bad guys. How dope is that? That's a dope figure. All right, so here's my idea. I think I have all the Superman figures I need to pull this off. Will they stand without figure stands is the question. Well, that's why I always have some spares. Always have some spares. Now, Superman is my favorite superhero. He is. And I really do. I complain, but I do love with what Mcfarlane is doing. I don't get hung up on like, they didn't use this ball joint, or why do they still use... I don't get caught up on all that. Speaking of QC, looks like I got a QC issue right here. I don't think I did that with the razor blade. No, I was careful. Anyways, it's fine. Yeah. And for this price point, I don't think there's better DC figures. Now, Mafex kills it. I love Mafex, but you're paying Mafex money. And Figure Arts, you know, for the movie stuff, you know, every now and then. But you're paying. But at least their figures can stand properly. Jeez Louise. Right? This is ridiculous. He's so heavy that he cannot stand well. And this ball joint's a little jacked. Ugh. Okay. You'll get the idea. So we have him here. And we got Action Comics 1 here, who stands better. Right? And then, for when Action Comics 1000 Superman, if he will stand. Jeez, Mcfarlane. Toy stands should be meant for posing, not just standing your figures up regularly. Throw a stand on them. Okay, so you're getting the idea here. Superman in his various costumes over the years. Don't mind Teen Wolf, he's just hanging out, right? And then up next, I guess the most different is that Superman and Lois that Lois and Clark, excuse me, that comic where, you know, we found out that our Superman has been in the New 52 universe this whole time, but operating in secret. So he throws this suit on. So he is the main continuity Superman. And I don't mix my lines. You know, if I have Mcfarlane with Mcfarlane, I don't throw in a Mattel in. So Mcfarlane doesn't make it, it's not being posed. In the group. And then next up, you know, after New 52 died, he came back, you already got a glimpse of this, as Rebirth Superman. Right here, which was main continuity Superman. Half the videos me trying to get him to stand. I'm sure I got to figure it out. I got these pucks all over the place. Some figures stand better than others. Superman needs help. So that's kind of the idea, man. And I'm not sure how I'm going to put them on the shelf. But that idea of like just Superman in all of his suits over the years. It's pretty dope. If you wanted to see if I can do a head swap. That came off too easy. So if you wanted to see what the skin tone isn't right. Oh, he looks sick now. Skin tone's not right. Would this one be better? I don't think that'd be better. But, you know, it's not that big of a deal. The light draws it out more. But if you want to see what he would look like, the classic head, with the more traditional Superman head, there you go. It doesn't really match, but in eye, it's not so bad. It's not so bad in eye. Now, I do have Superman fighting Doomsday, that figure, but essentially it's the same suit. You know, it's a different figure, different artist, but it's still the same suit for the most part. Boom. And the guy who started it all, maybe he should be in the front, right? Boom. It's pretty dope, man. I love it for this. I love it. All right, let me quickly show you some of my Superman figures, and I'm out of here. You can see a bit of the office. So in this glass case, you know, I have a bunch of different figures from over the years. As you see up front is that DC Direct New 52 Superman. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before Mcfarlane comes out with that, but that will have to be a resculpt. And my favorite Bugs Bunny, and let's see what we got in here. This IKEA cabinet. Just the different figures, Superman Returns, Man of Steel, different figures. So I think, and then below it, I have my Batman. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put these in this empty space down here. Because up here I have this kind of collection of different Batman. And with the same idea, I'll put these figures under here. So it's not like different Batman as far as actors for the Superman, there'll still be different looks. So that'll be here. I'll throw those there. All right. I also have this right here. You know, this Superman in this little case right here with my superpowers figures. some Toy Biz, some old school superpowers, some Kenner, but kind of a homage to pretty much my first Superman toy growing up. And then down here, where I kind of have my Superman family displayed, got like, you know, that's the Doomsday Superman fighting. Lex Luthor, Doomsday. Got some light on there, and I got John Kent's Superboy going against Superboy Prime, Connor going against Bizarro, and then Supergirl going against Ultraman. So that's that kind of display right here, which is pretty cool. I actually switched. I put the Superboy Prime head on John Kent and John Kent's head on Superboy Prime. You can't really see it from this angle, but the figures actually work way better that way. And then I have over here kind of my movie figures. So Henry Cavill, and Cavill back there, black suit. And Sasha Kage is Supergirl. And of course, the OG, Christopher Reeve, blocking Homelander's heat vision like it's nothing. Yeah, it's pretty dope. And then these little Funko Pops right here that I love of Superman the movie, Superman and Lois. That's pretty much it, man. That's these figures. That's the little collection. Impromptu. Not really, I told you I was gonna do it, but no edits. And yeah, so if you like this content, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We got so many things going on. So I'll be back. Same super time, same super channel. Peace.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.